Hey. Oh, ancient Japanese secret for fixing cerebral herpes. Greasy forehead's back. I got good news for everyone today. Ugh, these days are so bad. The good news is that I was fired from my day job. Hooray! I have a little bit of a story to tell you guys about I want to talk about the value of your YouTube channel. Not just your YouTube channel. It can actually really be anything that you've created. So like 0% of you actually watch anything that I post, which is why I can get on the camera and make a complete fucking fool of myself. Hang on. It's a good peach right there. Tastes like menthol. So practically none of you know what the fuck happened to the name of my channel being changed to what it is now. And there's a story behind that, and that story... So in today's video, I'm talking about the real conclusion to that whole event of why you should never delete your YouTube channel. So for a brief summary of what I talked about in that channel update was that somehow, magically, my boss found out about my YouTube channel. So obviously, take everything I say in the video with your own discerning grain of salt. Now, here's the deal. My YouTube channel was associated with a fake name, and that was because I did my review of Black Desert Online. A shout out to my fucking guild that I made, Fortissimo. I cannot believe that this guild that I made on Black Desert Japan just while I was playing it is actually still going strong. Hey folks, shout out to you guys for keeping the legacy going. Thanks for making my guild just as autistic as I am. I was actually picking up a lot of traction, and thanks to Google Plus and the stupid integration into YouTube, because of that, I had to use my real name on my YouTube account, which at the time is no problem because I had my YouTube account for a long time. I'm not gonna go through the whole history. Using my real name on YouTube was certainly not any sort of a problem to me, because no one fucking knows who I am. Who cares? But then there's Black Desert. And when I did a review on Black Desert, all of a sudden I started getting a lot of views on my YouTube channel. Because I started getting a lot of YouTube views on my channel, I really started getting concerned about my privacy. And so, that's when I decided to change my YouTube channel to Nolan Alighieri. However, the unfortunate side effect of that was you know, I started changing basically all of my online persona to Nolan Alighieri to separate my life online to the life offline. And it's sort of stuck as a name. In fact, more people started knowing me as Nolan Alighieri and less as my real name. So, because it stuck so well, I also kind of continued to just use it, which in hindsight is fucking stupid. And because I used it regularly with any app that needed a name, and everyone in Japan uses Line as their messaging app. I, of course, when I moved to Japan, I started using the Line app because it was pretty much a requirement from the school that I worked for that I use this app to communicate with the school. What is important is that I use my name that I had commonly started using, Nolan Alighieri, on that app. And because basically the only time my boss had ever in her life seen my legal name was when I signed the contract, she knew me more by the name that she saw on my Line app than the name that she saw on the contract. The boss was afraid that because, I don't know, the parents would know me as Nolan Alighieri, that they would Google search the name Nolan Alighieri, and the result would be my YouTube channel of a drunk fucking bastard making a fool of himself online. So she asked me to delete my YouTube channel. When was that? I gotta open up YouTube here and see, because I posted an update shortly after she'd asked me to do it. Okay, here it is. November 19th, 2018, I published a video, channel name change, video upload blitz, live reading of my book. Right? So it was probably sometime within that week of November 19th that I was informed about this event and that I needed to delete my channel. I refused, okay? But I did, however, change the name of my YouTube channel to what it is now, which, by the way, means fucking nothing. It was just something off the cuff that I thought of that was at least within, that still meant that I could keep my existing channel emblem, the N/A emblem that I have now. And as a result, that was pretty much the end of it. However, because of recent events, as I started off the video, I was fired from my day job. I don't have a job anymore. 3 years, nearly, not actually 3 years, nearly 3 years of service to the school, to not even be given the respect of a month notice before being fired. And this is the life lesson that I'm trying to teach you guys now who are watching this drunk bastard shout with shaving cream smeared all over his face. This drunk bastard is trying to tell you that the illusion of job security doesn't exist. Within less than a moment's notice, the rug was pulled right out from underneath me, and I was left without an income. After 3 years of service to the school, that rug was just ripped out. And any employer can do this. Any employer can fuck you over at any time that they want. But most people know that it is good courtesy for the employee to inform the employer that they will be quitting the job in advance. Well, stop. There'll be more of this Nolan at the end of this video as well, that's talking about what's happened after I recorded this drunk bastard Nolan. And so you'll find out some more there. However, I do want to say, because of some events, I know now that there are actually labor laws here in Japan that prevent just immediate expulsion, such as what happened to me here. It seems like such a backwards concept that the employer at any moment can say, fuck off. But the employee is expected to give an advance notice. What a crack of shit. So, the first lesson that I want you guys to take away is that if you have an illusion of job security, I want you to take that feeling. I want you to take your fucking dumpster here filled with all of your fucking cum rags from watching all your fucking porn because you're an autistic faggot who can't find a girlfriend for the life of you. I want you to take that cum dumpster right here with that idea, and I want you to just slam that son of a bitch in there because it doesn't exist and you are delusional. You look like a teacher. Leona Sensei? Leona Sensei?
Yeah.
Okay. However, I have had a false accusation filed against me strictly because I am a man, and when I am a man, I sometimes am not a female. Sometimes that means that I am not... Sometimes people think that I'm a fucking rapist. That's the short of it. However, that's where the poor management part comes in, where the boss is now deciding that because she doesn't know how to fucking manage a school and she just wants to make sure that she pleases every last single fucking parent that exists, that she will make the parent feel like that parent's accusation is correct. Basically proving that the school is protecting the children, but I am a piece of shit who likes to touch children, who is a fucking pedophile. That's basically the image now that I have given to that parent, because I have been fired from that school because of this accusation. So the school is safe, but I was completely just grabbed by my boss and thrown under the bus because of a parent's false accusation against me. Spending, I don't know, 5-10 minutes in my class would clearly show that it is probably a much safer environment than half of that school. Because I cared so goddamn much about protecting those children and loving those children like a guardian, while other teachers just took it as a job. I spent time studying childcare courses online because finally, after 10, 6, 7, however fucking many years of my life of being a fucking failure, I finally found something that I could feel passionate about. That brings me back to the point all the way back in November when I was asked to delete this YouTube channel. Getting drunk and being a piece of shit on this YouTube channel is actually very important for my fucking mental health. I know that almost seems ironic to say when I'm over here smearing shaving cream all over my fucking face. Take my word that the personality you see in this video is fabricated, as is the case for most YouTubers. And I don't mean to imply that it's something that we think about, like it's some sort of conspiracy that we all have, that we are all trying to be someone that we're not. It's not the case. It's an exaggeration of who we are to have an emotional outlet to express ourselves. YouTube for me is a great outlet to express any anger or cynicism that I harbor within myself. Does that mean that's the person I am on a daily basis? No. What it means is that occasionally I get all these fucking shitty, fucking angry emotions that are just inside me that I just can't really express to anyone. So the best place to express shitty fucking feelings is to a camera and a bunch of fucking autistic weeaboo faggots that I'll never ever in 100 years ever fucking meet in real life. Which makes me feel like maybe there's someone who will learn from my shittiness and maybe possibly improve themselves. And that's all this platform is. It's a platform of expression. So for me, it's YouTube. But for you, it could be any platform. It can be Instagram, it can be Facebook, it can be Snapchat, it can be whatever it is. Likely you too have some sort of outlet of expression that maybe your current employer might not entirely be happy about. On one hand, we should be mindful of that. However, on the other hand, you should also value that platform that you have. Because if you use it like I do, you may not care about subscribers. Subscribers, viewers, whatever it is, may not be the end goal. However, the more that you have, the more valuable the content that you express feels. The more of an outlet that it becomes, if that makes sense. Whatever the case may be, I want that to be valuable to you. This is why you should never, ever delete your platform of expression. Because, as I said, the first lesson you should have learned from this is that the idea of job security is an illusion. If your employer is just temporary, and your employer asks you to delete your platform, you have now made a permanent decision for a temporary position. I did not intend for that to rhyme, but you get my point. You could always create a new YouTube channel. However, what is permanent is the destruction, the demolition of all of the progress you have made building that platform. 800 subscribers is what I have, and it's not a lot. It's nothing. 800 subscribers is no one. But that is 800 more subscribers than 0. It could take 10 years, it could take 1 year, it could take 6 months, it could take 20 years. But if you're like me, and a successful platform is not what you're looking for, you're simply looking for a platform of expression. It doesn't matter the length of time. What matters is that you always have that platform. This is the lesson I'm trying to impart upon you. Do not let your employer control how you experience your happiness, how you express yourself. I would never, as an employer, dare to ask someone to outright delete their channel. Now, I might still ask you to change your name or disassociate the channel with yourself. Again, moderation, balance. I hope this drunk fucking bastard has imparted something upon you. Whether it was a laugh or even some knowledge. I hope that all of this fucking smear campaign that was pressed against me can impart some knowledge, not just on myself for the mistakes that I've made, but also that you can learn from these mistakes that I have made, and that we can all do better and live happier. It's such a fucking cheesy line. That's the end of this. This is the second time I've recorded this bullshit. I hope I expressed all my ideas. I'm gonna shower. I'm completely different now, and sober. There's a reason for that. I'm recording this part of the video probably about 2 weeks later than when I recorded the first part of this video. This is the serious part where I'm not drunk and I'm not trying to be funny or anything. At this point now, I have actually found a new job. Fortunately, in Japan, you know, English teachers are in high demand. Fortunately, I found another place that is owned by a foreigner, who also probably put this situation in the best words that I could possibly agree with. So, what he said was that it's fucked up that we live in a world where anyone can make a false accusation and completely ruin another person's life. I guess that's really it. That was just the short part, just saying, yeah, I have a job again, so it's not like I'll probably do another video for a while, because I'm just gonna go back to the routine again, and when I'm doing my routine, I put everything else by the wayside, so that, you know, who knows when I'll do another video. But this time I could record a little bit extra sober and just say, hey, here's the resolution to that whole drunken mess that I recorded. I've found a new job and life goes on.